Border crisis, a top issue this midterm season, even in Iowa, where things are heating up in the battle for the state's 3rd congressional district. Democratic Congresswoman Cindy Axne taking aim at her GOP opponent on border security, saying, quote, "This is what Zach Nunn said. He's working to secure the border to stop the flow of illegal immigrants bringing crime and drugs into our country. We cannot have people like that in the highest levels of government in this country who automatically believe that folks who are from another place are criminals. That is absolutely racist and wrong." That Iowa congressional candidate, Lieutenant Colonel Zach Nunn, joins me now. Lieutenant Colonel, good morning to you. You want border security and your opponent is calling you racist and wrong. What's your reaction to that?
Right, Carly. Well, hey, first of all, if we are facing a national security and a humanitarian crisis on our southern border, and it's really made every county in America, including folks right here in my home state of Iowa, border counties as a result of it. And we have been to the southern border. Our opponent has not. I've served militarily on operations to protect the southern border. Our opponent and the Biden administration seem to turn a blind eye to this. And the reality now is that they're calling folks racist because they don't have a plan on how they're going to secure it. You know, we talked to Customs and Border Patrol. My opponent would call them racist, one of the most diverse agencies in the federal government today. Law enforcement, they don't have a plan to fight crime. They must be racist. First-generation Americans who are fighting for their families and to have immigration the right way, well, they're clearly racist. And most importantly, communities like mine that have seen an influx of illegal drugs, primarily deadly fentanyl that now kills more Americans ages 18 to my age than anything else in the country. Well, if we try and stop it, well, then we must be racist because we don't fit into the Democrats' plan of having no idea how to secure the southern border.
Yeah, she also said that you're trying to divide people based on the color of their skin. Well, then I wonder how she would explain all the Hispanic Americans living along the southern border who are pleading with the Biden administration to stop the flow of illegal immigration, because it's not about race. It's about all these economic and safety concerns that they are facing. So are you going to be able to talk to your opponent or debate her and try and figure out where she's coming from here?
Carly, you're absolutely right. We had 2 debates here, and we were on farm radio. She bemoaned the idea that you would send 50 migrants to Martha's Vineyard. We talked about the 53 migrants that died in the back of a tractor trailer who were bound for places like Iowa on I-35, where the Democrats had nothing to say to be able to support these individuals. Look, I think there are a lot of good people who want to come to our country. We should help find them a pathway. The Congress has done zero to be able to actually move forward with an immigration plan. We flew operations out of Afghanistan as a volunteer to help evacuate Afghan soldiers who had served with us for decades. And this was after Biden and my opponent, Cindy Axne, pulled out of that country, leaving Americans behind, and we rescued them. We have a long history here being successful on this.
Well, Fox News Power Rankings has your race against Axne as lean Republican, which is, of course, good news for you. Lieutenant Colonel Zach Nunn, thank you for joining us.
Thanks so much for having us. Appreciate it, Colin.
Absolutely. All right.